Texans get whooped up on by the Indianapolis Colts. You know what time it is. Let's react to the highlights or lowlights, whatever the hell you want to call it. Let's go inside the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the locker room on YouTube. You know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, locker room. Yeah, we in the locker room. Texas talk. Yeah.
Didn't anticipate the highlights being like this week. Ain't gonna lie. Thought we would at least have a competitive game, but we do not. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Let me just lay this out for you. It is the locker room, number one source for Texans daily digital content. I'm Landry Locker. You can hear me Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 Central on Sports Radio 610 and the Odyssey app. Going to have another Texans player joining us on Thursday. Got you covered throughout the week. Subscribe, like, right along. Let's just lay this out. So John Mechie made his return to the field on Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts. And we make a big deal about how John Mechie hasn't played football in a long time because it's been a long time. Like tore his ACL in the SEC championship game, and he went through leukemia, missed an entire year of football, and he was back on the field on Sunday against the Colts. The last time John Mechie played a game was in the SEC championship game against the Georgia Bulldogs. At that time, the Georgia Bulldogs had no championships. Or Kirby Smart had no championships, and it was December 4th of 2021. I bring all that up not to tell you how long it's been since John Mechie has played a football game, but to tell you what happened 3 weeks and a day later. December 26, 2021, that was the last time the Houston Texans won a game at NRG. That was a Rex Burkhead game, the 149 yards rushing. That's how long it's been. So when we sit here and we talk about, damn, John Mechie hadn't been on a football field this long, man. It's a long time. Holy crap. It's been almost that long since the Texans have won a football game at NRG. It's almost depressing to say. Let's go through the highlights, lowlights, whatever the hell you want to call them. There were some good things here. And we start with Anthony Richardson right off the top. Shane Steichen had it scripted up pretty nicely here. Got the best of D'Amico Ryans. You can see this at the 25. A little bit of pressure there, and the early fumble, unable to get it. That would have been a hell of a way to start. That goes kind of back to that game of inches thing. You don't get that. So here we go. Motion right there on 3rd and 3, trying to get him off the field, just wide ass open. And that you can kind of see that's the Denzel Perryman theme. And there's going to be a theme right here in the middle with these linebackers. Indianapolis, 13 of 13 against linebackers. You go back and watch that last play after the missed fumble. I mean, just watch Denzel Perryman. You can tell he's a little bit confused before the motion. He's kind of looking at the motion. Toe goes out there. And then Denzel Perryman just, boom. Lost, crossed up. Seemed like he was supposed to follow that guy. Just a lot going on there. And that was kind of one of the knocks on Perryman coverage there. So we go to 2nd and 8. We know where this one's going. Right back to the running back, just a screen. Got another missed tackle from Perryman. And they move the chains inside the 20. And you can just already see Indianapolis. The Texans talked about they wanted to go tempo. Indianapolis was going tempo at an extreme level right from the jump. Here we go here. Just a QB draw, like nothing too special. Just a basic QB draw, which is what you would expect with Anthony Richardson. I mean, look at this. He parting the Red Sea here. You already got, the best chance at him. You got 2 guys here. And then, I mean, it's kind of no man's land here. And you know how this ends. Yeah. Sucked up. Boom. Miss. Touchdown. And whatever that dance is. Not cool enough to know that. So then you say, okay, let's see if the Texans can respond. CJ Stroud in the shotgun. Got 4 wide. Pocket just collapses. And didn't look like a fumble early on, but ended up being a fumble. Indy gets it right back, and we're about to see volume 2 of Anthony Richardson getting in the end zone. Just I mean, just pick an offensive lineman that was getting pushed back there. And this is where you kind of see CJ gets punched out. Good play punching it out there. But, yeah, we're going through this. We know where this is going. Clearly out. Indy Rock. And then here we go again. Fake handoff. Just perfect execution. I mean, look at that block around the corner, just right there on the side. Who got – that's Perriman again. I mean, this was a bad start for Perriman. There's Perriman right there. You can see him going down. That's my bike, punk. Stingley never had a chance. The hit right there by MJ Stewart. A-Rich hits his head. He goes down. Some think that's when he got concussed. And you're down 14-0. But even at this point, you think, well, maybe D'Amico will figure it out with Anthony Richardson. Maybe he can figure out what he can do. But, yeah, right there, not ideal. Durability stuff with Anthony Richardson, by the way, not talked about enough, at least by other people heading into the draft. Nico Collins, biggest day of his career. This was kind of a tone setter. This was kind of like a we're here type of moment. Gets up, doing the LeBron. And then CJ goes back again. Nico just right down the seam. Touchdown, 14-7. And you feel a little bit better. You feel like you can kind of breathe and that maybe they're figuring some stuff out. Richardson back on the field, not out yet. You have guys tripping over each other. Throws it away left-handed. And you kind of think, okay, maybe they can figure this out. Maybe this thing's going to calm down. Probably should have been a false start there, but yeah, incompletion. MJ Stewart doing the flex, and then Texans with the rock here, just untouched. I mean, I don't even know what he's coming right here, and there's just the backs. I mean, the back's going down. It's untouched sack. No chance. Bring in more guys than they can block. So now you have Minshew mania. And I don't know how y'all felt. I felt actually kind of bummed out because I thought that D'Amico could have figured out Anthony Richardson. I thought the early script from Shane Steichen was nice. I don't know. I think that this was a break for Indy, although it is their backup quarterback and they do deserve credit. You can see here again, I think you got Perriman right here. The red shoes are easy to find. He might want to get some camo shoes for this one so he can hide a little bit better. But Perriman, once again, just a rough go for him. I like Perriman, but, I mean, you got to think that Jacksonville is looking at this and saying, all right, Ingram, Etienne, maybe even Tank Bigsby, whoever we can run, in the middle. They're going to be looking for the guy in the red shoes. Might want to change those shoes if you're Denzel Perriman, because I don't think you want to be spotted out there. Going back again, just right over the top. This one seemed kind of miscommunication. They kind of gave Stingley credit for the incompletion or for the target, but this was just kind of one of those things where I think it was just kind of a busted coverage. Didn't know what the hell was going on there. But I think that was the one that PFF credited for completion on Stingley, which I think was a little bit rough. And then this one's just right up the middle. Colts, no Jonathan Taylor, no problem. Just right here. Here's Perriman again. Quentin Nelson, no chance there. D-line just kind of getting pushed back a little bit. Go to that hole. Safety's a little bit too deep. Just lit up. Boom. Not good. Zach Moss. Shout out to Utah. So now at this point it's 27. Still not too crazy, but you probably should block if you want to have a chance to win. CJ down the middle. Nico once again. 21-7. Nico's feeling it. A little extra after the plays. Dalton Schultz. I don't know. Dalton Schultz has been one of the bigger disappointments of the start of the season. He's got 6 catches. 2 of them were in mop-up the other night. Not good. 21-10. And this is really the drive that I don't want to say ended it, but this was not a good drive. That was on Tavier Thomas. We found out that he had a broken hand, though. So that's kind of got to give him a little break. Just more of that stuff across the middle. Tavier again playing with a broken hand. He's going to miss some time. Across the middle, just Steven Nelson. Nothing you can really do there. Kind of hoping for a bend don't break situation. Keep it at 14. But you have MJ Stewart overshoot. Tackle, 30 seconds. Gardner Minshew just running this perfectly, too, by the way. This doesn't look like a backup quarterback. This guy looks like a guy who knows what the hell he's doing. And then there you go. To the 1. Review. I have to watch it again. Ref comes out. Blah, blah, blah. Give me my camera time. Touchdown. 28-10 the second half. A little more Nico action. At this point, you kind of feel, man, if they can cut it, to 8 or something by the start of the fourth, might have a chance. Dameon Pierce, just not the prettiest thing in the pass game, but hard to expect good blocking there from Dameon. Colts get the rock back. A little 2nd and 6 action. Minshew. Safeties, man. God bless him. And there's depth, but no Petrie, no Jimmy Ward. Kind of felt it a little bit here. Right back in that area. Toto. I think they were 6 of 6 against Toto. And you get a little field goal action. 3-score game. You're still wondering, can they cut it to 14 before the 4th? 2nd down. Nico again. Mama, there goes that man. Down to the 25. No hurry here, by the way. This was what was frustrating, was like, of all the times to go fast, you talk about tempo all the time. I mean, you got the ball with a few minutes left. You're down 3 scores. Kind of seemed like the tempo slowed down in the second half. A little Tank Dell action. Slime season. CJ going back. Sack. Rock Boys action. Fairbairn. And look at this. We're at 13:29. So, you can't have 5-6 minute drives in this situation. Fairbairn. Boom. 31-13. You get the rock back 10:55. So you figured a little something out. Wide open right there. Hell of a play right there by Slowick to Woods. This would have been big. If this goes back to the game of inches. If you're talking 31-21 with 10 minutes left, you're there. But he stepped out of bounds. Going back right across the middle. Brevin Jordan. I'm actually wondering. I know Brevin Jordan was kind of looked at as a guy. Well, is he going to even make the team? With the lack of explosion and the lack of production from Dalton Schultz, I just got to wonder, is Brevin Jordan going to be a guy that we're going to that kind of undertakers this thing and starts to become a weapon on offense? Tank Dell right there. Get the touchdown. There you go. Again, probably could have had that 2 minutes early, game of inches type of thing. But 31-19, 31-20, right across the middle again. Short, though. 4th down. This is where Shane Steichen kind of tricks D'Amico, though. You're looking at the timeouts. You got 3 timeouts. You're going to need 2 scores to tie it. This is one of those small things that could have mattered a lot, especially had Fairbairn not made the field goal. Shane Steichen rushes his offense out there and then forces D'Amico to kind of kill a timeout. And you have 2 timeouts now instead of a few timeouts. Trying to drive here. Probably not as good a tempo as you would have liked either. Nico again. God, who is this guy? Who is this guy? CJ middle, Dalton Schultz. There you go. Dalton Schultz sighting. Look at the clock, though. I mean, at this point, I'm one of the guys who's almost like, do you kick the field goal now? Because you're going to need a touchdown. Do you just kick the field goal now and get it over with? And 4 minutes, 2-minute warning, and the timeouts. I don't know. That might be some Madden stuff. EA Sports sack. Probably one times where CJ kind of ran into it. You get a little rock boys, haha. 248. Nah. And then this is where the game was completely over. Fairburn from 51 had the false start before, so you bump it back 5 yards. And this is where people start shuffling out. You start seeing people leave, cussing, all that type of stuff. Now, this was silly, though. This was actually probably one of the more moronic moments of the game. Now, John Mechie gets a catch before this. Okay, great. That's cool. In the game after that. However, C.J. Stroud, who already was at the stadium early and already has a shoulder problem, already getting roughed up, already throwing the ball almost 100 times, he's going, and you're trying to score for what? There's no 11-point play. He doesn't need to take any hits. He's already taken enough. He's actually played pretty well. And you got this big-ass dude named DeForest Buckner chasing him while he's got a hurt shoulder. And right there, he lands on the shoulder. I mean, what are we doing there? There is no payoff for that. That was actually the most frustrating part of it. There was a lot of frustration. I mean, that is a corny way to end a game, making your quarterback take another hit there. That sucked. And again, December 26, 2021, what were you doing? Because that was the last time the Texans won a football game, the meaningless Rex Burkhead game. I think it got him a new contract from Nick Caserio. I think it might have made him a lifetime Texan based on what Nick Caserio did. So the good from that game, C.J. Stroud gutted it out. The wide receivers look good. The bad, the defense, linebackers specifically, you need your safeties back and the start, and on top of just not winning games. Appreciate everyone for coming through. It's the Locker Room highlight recap. Hopefully it's a little bit more fun next week when they take on Jacksonville. Do this every week during the middle. Be sure to subscribe, like, right along. And most importantly, always remember when it comes to this Texans stuff, we're all in it together.
About to do localize every angle's what we really do. We the source, we the pulse of the city too. Landlocked, got the game in the head.